What is up guys, hello, I'm back with another video. Today guys I'm going to show you how we can get Linux Mint 20.3 Una installed on Virtualbox. So before we start guys, I just want to say I really appreciate you guys, your support for my channel. So please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. So with that said guys, let's get started into the video. First step what you have to do guys, go to the official website of Linux Mint 20.4 and download your preferred Linux Mint desktop environment. In my case, I'm downloading Linux Mint Cinnamon Edition. Now guys, you have to select your download server and then download Linux Mint ISO. So as you can see guys, now Linux Mint 20.3, your preferred desktop environment, will start downloading. So guys, after downloading Linux Mint ISO, next step what you have to do is to go back to Virtualbox. Now guys, click on the button which says new. So guys, you can name anything you want for your guest operating system. So in my case, I'm going to name it as Linux Mint. You can name anything you want. Guys, the next option, it says machine folder. So you don't have to do anything on this. You can just leave it as it is. So guys, under type, make sure you choose Linux. And under version, you have to choose Ubuntu 64 because Linux Mint is based on Ubuntu. So you can choose Ubuntu 64 as the version of our guest operating system. Okay guys, you can click next and go to the next step. So as you can see guys, now what you have to do, you need to allocate your virtual memory or virtual RAM for your guest operating system of Linux Mint. So you can allocate accordingly according to how much RAM you have on your main system guys. So make sure you don't exceed the green zone. So don't go to the red zone because it might crash your system. So stay within the green zone and you can allocate however you want. But make sure to stay within the green zone of allocating virtual memory. So I'm just going to allocate around 4 GB for my guest operating system. You can allocate it accordingly to your preferences. So make sure you stay within the green zone, don't exceed the green zone. So guys, now you can click next. And now you can click the button which says create. So click next. So guys, now what you have to do guys, you need to allocate your virtual hard disk for Linux Mint on your Virtualbox. So it depends on how much free space is left on your main system. You can allocate accordingly to your virtual machine. So I'm going to be allocating around 25 GB for this demonstration. So guys, after allocating a preferred storage for your virtual hard disk for Linux Mint, now you can click on this button which says create. Click on the settings option. Go to the option which says system and processor. So guys, under processor, now you can select your CPU cores for your virtual machine. So as you can see, you have the green zone. So make sure you don't exceed the green zone. Within the green zone limitation, you can select however you want the amount of CPU cores that you're going to give for your virtual machine. So guys, I'm having a quad core CPU, so I'm going to be giving around 2 cores for my virtual machine of Linux Mint. So guys, under display, you have to go to video memory and make sure you choose 128 megabytes, the maximum video memory possible. And also guys, you can enable 3D acceleration graphics to increase 3D performance on our virtual machine. So guys, now we have completely successfully completed our virtual machine customization. So now you can start your virtual machine of Linux Mint. As you can see guys, you have the start button which says to power on our virtual device. So you have to click on this button. So now what you have to do guys, you have to locate your ISO which you downloaded, the Linux Mint ISO which you downloaded on your computer. You have to locate it and then you have to add to Virtualbox. Click add, and now what you have to do guys, you have to locate where you have stored your ISO of Linux Mint. So I have stored on my downloads folder, so I'm just going to go to my downloads folder and then I'm going to be adding the ISO from there. So guys, now you can click on this button which says choose and the ISO will be added to your virtual disk. So guys, now Linux Mint will start on your Virtualbox. So guys, you have to select the first option which says start Linux Mint so that we can proceed with the installation. So guys, you can also go into full screen mode so that it will make much easy for you for installation of Linux Mint. So as you can see guys, now we can see that Linux Mint is running lively using our ISO. So now guys, what you have to do, you have to click on this button which says install Linux Mint. So you have to click on this button. So now you can select your language and then click on this button which says continue. Select your keyboard layout and then click continue. So guys, make sure you select install multimedia codecs and then click continue. So now guys, you have to select erase disk and install Linux Mint, the first option. And then what you have to do guys, you have to click on this button which says installed now. Now you have to click continue. So guys, now you have to select your location, continue. So guys, now you'll have to create your username for your Linux Mint. To log in into Linux Mint, you'll have to create your username, and then you'll have to create your password. So guys, after creating your username and password, you can click on this button which says continue, so that Linux Mint will start installation. So now guys, as you can see, finally Linux Mint will start installation. So now you have to wait for some time until Linux Mint completes the installation. So after Linux Mint is installed, you can restart your computer and then you can log in into Linux Mint on your Virtualbox. So guys, I'm going to wait for some time until the installation completes, and I'll be back after the installation is completed. So as you can see guys, Linux Mint has been installed on our Virtualbox. So now you can click on this button which says restart now, so that it actually boots into Linux Mint on our Virtualbox. So I'm just going to click on this button which says restart now. So guys, now you'll have to press enter, and then the booting will continue to start. So as you can see guys, now we have successfully installed Linux Mint on our Virtualbox and it's working perfectly fine. So now guys, you can start using Linux Mint on your Virtualbox. And guys, I'm just going to show you another way that you can get Linux Mint to go full screen on your computer. So what you have to do guys, you have to go to your display, and under display you have to choose your computer main monitor resolution. By choosing that guys, you can go into full screen mode on Linux Mint on Virtualbox. So that's how you can go full screen mode on Virtualbox. I'm just going to show you right now. So what you have to do, first of all guys, you have to go to the option which says display. As you can see, I'm just going to go to my display on my start menu, and then go to display, and then you can choose your resolution from there. So guys, my main resolution on my laptop is 1366 by 768. So it depends on what resolution your computer is, whether you're using a monitor, whether you're using a desktop or laptop. You can select your main screen resolution on display on Virtualbox, so that it'll actually fill up the screen and it'll go into full screen mode. So now guys, as you can see, after selecting my display, now Virtualbox has gone into full screen mode. So that's how you can go into full screen mode guys. You have to go to display and select your main resolution of your laptop or computer or desktop, and it will go into full screen mode. So that's how you can go into full screen mode on Virtualbox. So guys, now you can start using Linux Mint on your Virtualbox. So guys, after you have completed using Linux Mint on your Virtualbox, you can go to your start menu and you can power off your guest operating system. So you can go to your start menu and click on this button which says power off. So as you can see guys, now Linux Mint has been turned off on our Virtualbox. So guys, if you want to turn on Linux Mint, if you want to go back to Linux Mint on your Virtualbox, you can come and click on this button which says start, and your virtual machine of Linux Mint will start again. So yeah, that's all guys. That's all about this video of showing you step-by-step process of installing Linux Mint 20.4 on your Virtualbox. So guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me down in the comment section. I'll respond to your question. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that guys. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Peace.